Go for it.
Sandwich.
Go for it.
So hungry.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
It's total casual. Like,
Yeah,
thank you
just,
so much for just giving us the opportunity. You know,
Yeah,
like
You're just
before
gonna
you.
have to
Are you
read
feeling
through
better,
all
by
that.
the way?
Yeah, I'm still bounced back. That's my super sweet
I think I saw a Twitter or a
face
Facebook
bait.
picture.
Yeah, or where the Vicks like face steam mask.
Everything
Yeah.
goes in. Yeah.
It's like a vape bong. It's insane. Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit better. I got pretty sick, and then I like really wore myself out on the very first show. Hey, yeah. I wore myself out on the first show. I did like a lot of sessions all in one day, and
You're a very high energy kind of person.
You guys
That's
have like
very,
just started
visible.
though, right?
Yeah.
I mean, a week before maybe.
we've got like 2 more.
Seemed like it
months.
happened right
Yeah.
away. It's
Yeah. And that was kind of a drag, but you know, I'm trying to do whatever I can now to bounce back. You know, that's like no coffee, no booze.
Absolutely.
Got a lot of slippery elm.
There's drugs for every type of the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Mornings
so-
coffee, afternoons
With that
caffeine,
kind of
and
stuff,
late
though,
night.
Yeah, but I gotta just give that all up.
Yeah.
Right on. So if we could ask some official questions,
Go ahead.
it's a big thing. How much influence did you have on Foxygen and the writing creative aspect to it? I love the drum tone to it. I know you're the drummer of that band and everything, but how
None.
much creative control did you have?
None. I don't
None.
play on those records.
Okay, you don't play on those records at
They're
all.
strictly a duo when they record.
They're doing
right?
well that for that 21st Century record. Their big
Yeah, the big hit
Hip.
that they had.
that was Richard Swift playing all the drums.
Okay. So
Who
you
produced it. He's like one of my favorite drummers, though. But that he does get solid tone. And then they both played everything on the first record, the Broadway record. And then both Sam and Rado and Swift played the third. And then for this last one, I played like a couple of the Noise tracks, but
yeah,
like that's what they do is they just do
it's
everything.
Ryan,
Like,
Ryan and the other guy.
the band is just we're all session guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got you, guys. So you were just playing live and just playing session kind of stuff.
Which is kind of frustrating because people get really intense about like this being my side like
Exactly.
Foxygen
No,
side
I
project.
did the same thing, and I feel you exactly on that kind of stuff, session stuff, and they want artists to be available all the time,
Mhm.
and you know if they're blowing up, they want you to come in immediately, and you know, oh, you got your stuff going on, well, we need you now. And
Yeah, so that's
is that stressful on you and anything like that?
it hasn't been just because that first record wasn't too much of a huge deal.
Yeah.
It kind of fell under the radar, and which is kind of both bad and good. I mean, like I don't know if I could have continued to do the tours that I had just done with them if things did blow up with that record. But
Yeah.
so it's like what is it? I'm sorry, I'm also very
No,
tired.
no.
Blessing
Feel
and a
free.
curse.
This is-
Blessing and a curse.
yeah.
But so like with this though, it kind of fell perfectly in line with like this. The Star Power tours are done. They're back in the studio, from what I hear, and I have the rest of this year, and until further notice, like Foxygen isn't touring. So,
Gotcha.
Right.
Gotcha.
So
They made
I'm solid.
a huge post about.
Well,
it, so.
really, they were just quitting Star Power was done, which everybody
They
thought they were
which
breaking
was
up,
which is a interesting way to. I mean, people who were following it when they
The
saw
Star Power
Power.
I get it,
farewell
why they-
tour.
Yeah.
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 And I get that was like the end of that album.
And with all the the drama and the 1 year or whatever right before it, everybody just thought they were calling it quits or whatever.
When did you come out with your first album, and was that along the lines of Foxygen? Did that conflict anything like that?
So, the My Friend Fish record, that came out October 29th, 2013?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 2013. Sorry, someone's...
You're fine.
Yeah, feel free.
And that again, I had like a little bit of time. We planned a couple tours in between Foxygen tours, and I wrote and recorded that record in between Foxygen tours as well.
That was sort of like an apartment.
Yeah,
sort of bedroom.
well, that one wasn't
thing
like
you did.
really. I wasn't planning on writing a record. I was just, are you guys musicians?
Yes,
as well?
yes.
What do you like to do in your spare time?
Write music.
Exactly.
Play.
I wasn't
Play,
planning on writing a
jam.
record. I was just like recording.
That's funny that you mentioned that because
just
the
a
album
bunch of
is
songs.
very, very coherent. It's
Well, it's because I wrote it in 2 weeks. So it's like I just like
wow.
I was just like, oh, I got like 2 weeks off. Like,
So then you're into the same mentality that like as a musician, like music comes very quickly.
sure. Well, I mean, it depends.
When the inspiration's there,
you'll get
right.
swells. I think when you don't have a deadline, and you're just for fun. I mean, like ideas can come and some are great and some are bad, but you're never really thinking about it. But I mean, like as soon as I had a sort of deadline for this record, everything got like kind of weird and serious, and I allowed myself for about 3 months of just relaxing and writing.
Yeah.
And
In the musician
that
state
took
of just taking a puff.
it took 3 months to write like that. Right. I mean, it took down to the last day. Even like
Yeah.
recorded all the tracks, and then lyrics still came like up to the deadline. I was like writing these lyrics,
taking ideas
recording.
ideas that you had before, and then finally it's like it's go time, and you
Yeah,
got together and
Yeah,
you got together.
I mean, like I went in with the 3 months. I never. It's weird. I don't really like to write stuff until I allot for like a certain amount of time, and then I just go in and do it. Like I
just
don't have
a busy
really.
man in general.
Well, I just don't really like to. Like it's weird. It's hard for me to kind of write on the road.
Yeah.
So I don't really try. I like some people like. Well, just for instance, like Sam and Rado, like they'll write stuff and like on the road, and they'll kind of work it out, work it through, and then they'll have these ideas.
Yeah.
But I don't even like try to think about new music until it's time to write new music.
Yeah, I
Like
got
for-
you.
for
I
a
get you.
project.
It's a very stressful thing, because we wanna put our next album out and everything like that, but we wanna come back strong. We don't wanna. We had a lot of songs that we put out and we had made. Some of them we would go back and be like, that was filler. Even if it was people thought it was really great, we felt just unfulfilled because we wanted to put out more, but we didn't just have the time or the chance, or we got lazy in the sense like we really were.
Feel that.
Yeah, exactly. Like when a lot of the filler becomes solos as opposed to like actual parts or dynamics or stuff. I feel you on that. It's a tough thing.
Luckily, I can't really solo that well. So,
it's
so
one of,
like
it's,
that's like
a
when
blessing
when
and a
I'm
curse for
setting
me.
it in, I'm like, okay, now I need to fill it. I'd have to figure out a solo.
Yeah.
I have to sit down and work one out.
Where does your Run the Jewels collaboration come in with all this?
Yes.
I feel like
Holy crap.
not a lot, and that's a great album. I love that. It's kind of a
Dude,
gem
those
in its own.
both Jamie LP and Killer Mike, those two guys are like the nicest dudes you will ever meet. Most hardworking individuals, and
He was Killer Mike was really
Brilliant.
big on the Ferguson stuff here too.
Yeah,
when he
he's-
played a show here, he brought that audience to tears. Like
I mean,
a
I've
10-minute
watched
speech
I've
about it.
watched videos of him speaking. I mean, recently he's gotten extremely political. Didn't he like try and get on the ballot?
Yeah, earlier on, I think he did.
Yeah,
I think yeah.
Man, I mean,
He went on the
I
Democratic.
vote for him. That guy
Yeah.
is.
Well, I wasn't surprised to know that he was super articulate and really
He's
smart.
incredibly
I'm
articulate.
not surprised, but at the same time,
but I mean, it takes more than just someone who's articulate. I
Absolutely.
mean, that
Yeah.
guy has
Absolutely.
some. Both of them. They both have a lot of like emotional drive to try and change things. And that's great. But
It comes across in their music too. It's just as well.
Yeah.
Did
So-
they come to you, or did you
so
come to them?
so when I was touring with my friend Fish, I was playing with this girl Emily Panic.
Okay.
And she
I
was
did
one of
notice
the
you were
dancers.
playing with a girl, and I didn't see any.
Yeah,
photos.
so they were all living in New York, and it was just tough for me because now I'm in Indiana.
Gotcha.
And
Not too far from me.
I tried for a while. Like I moved to Indiana and then toured a little bit more for the My Friend Fish thing, but doing a whole new record and trying to get the rehearsals that I would want in the short amount of time, and
Right.
it just, didn't make much sense. So I got together with these guys in Bloomington and put together like a new Bloomington band.
So this band is completely new from your old tours and everything. They sound great.
Yeah, no, they did their homework, man.
The harmonies are
Oh,
killer.
absolutely.
So spot on.
Did you
Awesome.
just now
That's
add a
great.
piano player too?
No. We had Steve Okonski was the piano player and the organist up there.
Gotcha.
He's killer too, man. I mean, what I love about Bloomington, one of the reasons why I got attracted to Bloomington was just it's like a cesspool of talent. Like those, I mean,
If you dig deep, yeah.
yeah. Well, I mean, you don't even have to dig deep in Bloomington, man.
Really?
Like it's there, it's just fucking spilling out on the street. Like you can just sweep up in the gutter and like you'll end up with like some cans and then like a really great musician.
Wow,
awesome.
nice.
Yeah, you can scratch that last part. There's no cans. It's a very clean. It's a very clean
no,
town.
we definitely we're banking on the fact that we might get famous off of something weird you might say. So that being said,
Pitchfork headline: cans in Bloomington.
Absolutely
in the street.
We also wanted to ask about your album title. Everybody's a good dog.
Yeah, it's mocking.
It seems like it could have a
it's
lot of
mocking
meanings to
yet
it.
thought provoking. I wanted to know, give us the artistic opinion on why you chose that title. Yeah, finished it first.
He's got it.
He's
got it.
He's like, I
Wait
get the
for
perfect words because you know this was coming. Yeah,
Wait for it.
you know everybody's
Um,
waiting for that.
So, there's two reasons why I picked it. I mean, one is where the saying comes from, and two, why I think it sort of fits. The saying is something that my dad says, and it's simple enough. My dad and his my stepmom, they adopted a mess ton of crazy dogs. Like, crazy. One of them chased me out a window. Like these dogs are terrible. They're terrifying. Whatever.
Yeah, all right.
But he comes home and like they're like ripping shit off the walls. And like he's just he's an old surfer California guy. And he's just like,
Gotcha.
everybody's a good dog. Man.
He's just like,
God, everybody's a good dog. Just like to get into the house, and it became sort of like a little family saying, like when stuff starts to get kind of crazy or people start to lose their temper or whatever. Everybody's a good dog.
We
man.
call it
Everybody's a good
saltiness.
dog.
We call it
We do
saltiness.
call it
People start to get
salty,
salty.
Yes.
They everybody's a good dog.
Yeah.
But
Sort of calm your nerves kind of thing.
and it works for them maybe. I don't know.
Mhm.
But I was in Minnesota for my brother's 40th birthday, and he was doing these impressions of my dad, and they were so spot on, and that happened, and I was looking for a title, and I knew this was sort of a family album to me because I have the first record was just all me like in the apartment, but for this one I really wanted to get as many friends and people that I have been working
totally
with.
feel you. We totally feel you on that because our first album was the same way. We
Mhm.
are as artists, we put it out, and then this next album we want to put everybody.
It was
on.
kind of a mess.
We want to
in,
have
like,
so
a good
much
way.
fun with
It
this
kind
everybody.
of can get that way. If you don't watch out, like that sort of thing, you can kind of lose focus.
Yeah.
But this one sort of worked out. I had like the My Friend Fish touring band. They came down from New York and they played a lot of stuff on it. Like all the drums are the drummer on that, with the exception of like one or two. But yeah, and then I had the bass player from this band played some bass on it, and sometimes you'll have like half of the song one player, and then like I'll stick another guy in.
Yeah.
and they'll do
Steely
the other half.
Dan-esque.
Or
no.
I'll do like
yeah.
one part and they'll do another part.
Yeah.
So that was really fun. But so it was already sort of like a family vibe, and then that came along, that phrase, and it seemed like it would be kind of a nice fit. And I like it because it's you know, a good dog is someone who is obedient, maybe to their detriment, depending on their owner. And, you know, I had been in a lot of different projects and a lot of different bands, and I've known a lot of different people, and it's, you know, and not with Foxygen at all, but because they've always been super good to me, but with other people that I've, you know, worked with before, some people you put your faith in maybe blindly, and they can screw you over. So it's, you know, it was just, I was kind of thinking of sort of like that, like, just kind of how, I don't know. I'm it get philosophy.
Yeah, you get pretty deep on us in here. But hey,
I don't know. It's everybody can be everybody can be.
You can say everybody's a good dog.
Everybody's a good dog.
I gotta say, we're gonna wrap this up because this is getting quite long, and we don't want to keep you to finish the lunch and everything. But in an era of music that is very all about apathy and depression and how we can all relate to each other, you're writing music that is upbeat and inspires people to be happy. And you know what? As a guy who studies producers and artists, in that sense of form, who know how to handle emotion in artistry, you got it. I mean, I love it. I mean, absolutely. From day one, I heard your songs through somebody else's radio, and my biggest thing as a producer is if I hear a song and I cannot get it out of my head, the first time I hear it, you know, you got fucking hits nonstop, and your music was one of them. In fact, I had only discovered you maybe a couple months ago. You had showed me, but even then,
showed you quite a long time
he showed
ago.
me quite a long time ago, and he wants credit for it because, you know, he wants his
And
percentage.
I get it.
But I wasn't, you know, a lot of music is put at you, and I was kind of off-putting, but I heard you over somebody's car radio. They were playing your CD, and I instantly fell in love. In fact, became one of my in-rotation albums immediately, and
awesome.
Hearing that I got to see you for $5,
yeah,
I'm
sorry
crazy.
for you, but I'm happy.
Yeah, I'm I'm sorry you don't get paid but anything, but like, wow, it was an incredible show.
Also, I am really psyched that you get to open for Up Montreal.
Me too, man.
We will be there, and if you remember ours,
well, yeah, we're gonna probably make the
our
trip
Sweet
to
Boys,
KC
yeah.
since you're not coming here, but we just saw them in April. I did, at least. Me and Jake did.
Yeah, Montreal. Yeah.
Awesome. I've seen them every time.
We
they've
did
come to St. Louis.
one of our first Foxygen tours was with those guys.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I didn't know you guys
think
played.
I think his whole band, with the exception of like one or two people, has completely changed too.
Yeah.
And Kevin was on that last Foxygen record too.
Mm-hmm.
He was on one of the suites, I think.
Yeah, man, he's
insane.
another like prolific.
Yeah, that guy is probably my favorite
amazing
songwriter.
musician.
Well, Sean, if I can call you that, or if you prefer Diane,
No,
whatever
Sean is
works
great.
for you. I wish you the best, and I hope to see you blown up. I hope to see you becoming the next prolific writer.
I want to say we saw you at this weird.
And I want to make a lot of money off this interview. So I really hope that you do well, and I'm happy to see the journey. So thank you so much for giving us the time.
Thanks, man.
Thank
And
you guys.
can we get a Sweet Boy selfie real quick?
Yeah,
And let's end this thing up. You know. Let's get some light in here so we can see.
Yeah.
Take my glasses
It's only
off.
18 minutes.
That's finished, man.